Good morning, good afternoon. My name is Sanam Naraghi Anderlini. I'm the founder and CEO of the International Civil Society Action Network, ICAN. It's an immense privilege and honor to be here today with my good friend and colleague, Mahbouba Seraj, at the ICAN Forum 2022 on Women, Peace and Security, Reclaiming Power, Restoring Peace. Mahbouba Jan, welcome. It's such a delight to be with you these past few days.
Thank you, Sanam Jan. I'm really honored to be here amongst all of these amazing women of the world. It's just such a pleasure. Thanks a lot.
So this is the first time you've been to an ICAN forum. My first question to you is, we're amidst a group of people who, from all around the world, 40 countries, who call themselves peacebuilders.
Right.
Does that label resonate with you?
Absolutely. At this point, that's the only thing that actually resonates with me.
and when you think of yourself as a peace builder, what does that mean? What part of what you do and how you think and how you work, what is it about you that is a peace builder?
Well, I don't know, but as a peace builder, I think I breathe it, I eat it, I sleep it, I dream it, I live it, I work it, I continuously is on my mind, in my mind, in front of my mind, and it's something that I really want to do in order to get to something that makes a bit of sense in this crazy world that is going absolutely berserk, to see if there is any peace anywhere. And if I could bring something for Afghanistan, that will be such a joy if I could do it. So that's what it means for me. It's like a constant.
And some people might say you're living in a place right now with the Taliban taking over, that the idea of, some might say there is peace. The Taliban's come, the attacks have reduced, the occupation is finished, this is now peace. Others would question that, others, especially women and the minorities in your country. When you are talking about building peace and dreaming it or practicing it every day, what does that practice look like? Have you sat with the Taliban, talked to them? Is that act in and of itself peace building, or is that appeasement, as some might think?
No, it's definitely not appeasement. That's for sure. Or it might even be appeasement. I don't know. It depends on, when we do sometimes these things, depending on to the powerful, maybe it is appeasement. And right now they are the powerful ones. They are the ones that have taken over. And honestly, as a human being, as an Afghan woman, as a woman, and as a person that really believes in humanity and in peace so much, and needing it, and having a need for it that is bigger than life itself, I was hoping that something different will come out of all of this. It's true, because we really are and actually we are not at war anymore. But we are in a different kind of war right now. So I wish it wasn't like this. And when I started it, honestly, I was hoping that it wouldn't be. But now with the way everything is coming down, and especially the women of Afghanistan being the target, it's like why on earth would you want to erase us? It's like, what have we done to you that we need to be erased like this? Our rights, our freedom, our access, our health, our work, our independence, everything, our religion, the way we believe in God. Just let us worship that Allah and just let us live our lives. What is this? I don't understand.
And when you say that to them, what do they say?
They look at me like, what are you talking about? Everything is there. You are absolutely fine. What are you complaining? It's like, no, that's not what it is. You cannot dictate every single step of the way to the women of this country. Do this, don't do this, do this, don't do this. Your chodar, your peiran, your hijab, your face, you cannot do this. This is not your place to do. Honestly, this is mine as a human being. I have the right to do that. I'm a mature human being. I'm a woman. I know how to look after myself. I know how to keep my fat. I know how to how to be a human being. I know how to be the wife of my husband, the daughter of my father, the sister of my brother. I know how to do that. Let me do it. And meanwhile, let me get educated. Meanwhile, let me work. And meanwhile, let me keep my independence so I can be the force that you need me to be for my country. So, this is what, but it's like, it doesn't go anywhere. It's the weirdest thing. It's like it whoop, hits a wall. I don't understand.
So being here with women from Cameroon and from Yemen and from Syria and all these other places, first of all, what does it feel like to be at the forum?
Actually, I really love it because of the fact that there are all of these women. So much of our pain is so similar. The women of the world, they're either going through something like this, they have gone through something like this, they're living it, they've gone out of it, they found ways of dealing with it. But they're always that part of the society that they're always supposed to be controlled, by patriarchy. It's like, why do you have to do this? I mean, our pain, honestly, with the countries that I found, similarities, like Cameroon, for God's sakes. I never knew I would find something, similar with Cameroon, but by God, how similar we really are. And these things, I find them with a lot of the countries of the world and with a lot of the women. It doesn't have to be necessarily with another Islamic country in your neighbor. It can be somebody like Cameroon, somewhere from Africa, that you feel exactly the same thing. They feel exactly the same thing that you have gone through, that they are going through. So yeah, it's been amazing, really.
And I'm going to ask you, when we invited you and you came, and from day one, we're now day 4, we're on the last day, what surprised you the most about this whole setup? What were you expecting, and what's been the surprise?
Actually, the beauty of this island is something that took my breath away, and then the colorfulness of the women, my sisters, that they are around me. They were like, wow. It hit me like, woo! I really am a part of this amazing earth that has all of these amazing people, countries, cultures, colors in it, and I'm one of them. What a joy.
In terms of the work that you're doing on the ground right now, where do you spend your time and energy? What's in Afghanistan, and then as you're thinking about this peace work, you're often invited internationally and so forth. How do you divide your time, and what do you think, what's the most useful thing that the world can do for you and people like you right now?
We are in such I wish it wasn't like this. I wish I was actually on a path to something, but unfortunately I'm not on any path to anything. We are just at the survival mode. And that survival mode is an entirely different ballgame. So the only thing that I really need are people, I'm thinking of support, of money, of hoping and praying that there will not be a shortage of food. At least if there is no shortage of food, maybe I can find the money to give to the people so they can go and buy it. And my other concern is really about the health of most of these women. These women in my country, because of the fact that they are under so much stress, it's just their health is disappearing. They're really losing it, and that is such a huge concern at this point for me. And Sanam, I never thought in my life, I swear to you, that I will be working with an organization that I will love and like as much as I love your organization. Truly, I really never thought that. I never thought that would be one day that I will say, well, this particular organization is looking after me, is actually doing what an NGO or INGO is supposed to do. You are doing exactly that.
We are so proud of supporting you and being with you. We are so
Honestly, I
proud.
cannot tell you because I could not have survived without you. I swear I couldn't. If it wasn't for the way you got us money, if it wasn't for the help and support that you give us, if it wasn't for the millions of phone calls, if it wasn't for Malalai and I talking about getting people out of Afghanistan and how do we do it and all of that, hey, I would have been a
You're
very
here,
lone,
that we are
lonely
here. Thank
person
you.
having no help.
Yeah,
We are here because
because of
you're there.
yeah.
Yeah, so.
And Mahbouba Jan, how our innovative peace fund impacted you and your organization?
How innovative is what?
Innovative
The
peace
funding.
fund, the funding mechanism of ICAN, impacted you and your organization?
It has actually saved us, literally saved us. It gave money in the hands of for my salaries of the people, otherwise they can't support their families, for the little projects that we have, for the food that we give to the people, for the houses that I run, to give to the shelters that I give food to them. All of this, if it wasn't for you, I don't know what I would have done, honest to God. If it wasn't for this very clever way of you helping us to get money, then I wouldn't know how to do it.
How do you see it different from other funds?
You trust me.
This is actually our slogan.
Yeah. So our slogan is invest in trust.
Invest in trust.
You
And
trust
we are
me.
trying our best to invest in trust.
You are
I'm so
doing it
glad to hear that.
exactly that. You're trusting me.
Yeah.
The trust to me is everything. Everything. As I'm holding it with my life, and I'm holding it with my honor.
Amazing.
So that's
And one last question. So we have this campaign called She Builds Peace, which the idea is to give a collective umbrella for people to go out into the world and do what they need to do in their own communities. Do you think right now, under these circumstances, there is an opportunity or an appetite to frame some of the work that you're doing or some of the protests that we see in this way? I mean, is there even the space, or has it become such a battle between women and Talib?
there is no space, but that doesn't mean we have to stop it. Specifically because there is no space, we have to claim that space. Specifically. Now, my whole thought is that, okay, you don't want to give us that space, now I'm going to go and get it from you. Because it's mine. It's not yours, it's mine. So I'm going to go and claim my space. And that's exactly what all of us have to do. That's exactly for my sisters, that's exactly for the women of Afghanistan, that they are doing that. I am so proud of you. I'm so proud of every single one of you, that you are doing what you're doing, and may Allah be with you, and you continue doing that, because they have to claim that space. And hey, the world is not ready for peace anyways, anytime. So what do I care? We are going to keep on doing what we believe in it.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
how
you
we
very
do it.
much. Thank you.
Thank you for your honest
Yeah.
thoughts and sharing with
Thank
us.
you.
We are so proud of you.
Thank you so much, Malalai.